Why one science professor has students write a children's book. Here's an article from the Chronicle of Higher Education. Would you prefer to take a final exam or write a children's book? That's the choice Professor Stan Eisen gives his biology students. Why a children's book? Well, he says that you don't really understand something until you can teach it to someone else. That is correct. This assertion is backed up by research suggesting that having students teach is the best way for them to retain information. Eisen is finding that having students create a narrative from the course material is a powerful way to create an active, engaging, and experiential learning environment. So he is using this concept in his other courses as well. Eisen brings in a guest speaker to help students write for a younger audience, and then students work as part of a group to complete a story about a biology topic. Of course, any project that gets students actively involved in creating knowledge is great. However, this reminds me of conversations I had with professors when I was working at NC State University. The tendency was for some of them to overcomplicate things. For example, research suggested that creating a self-paced learning environment could be extremely beneficial for students. So that meant if professors video recorded their lecture content and posted it for students to watch, then the learning outcomes would likely improve. This is a very simple and powerful concept. Therefore, I would suggest that all they would need to record their lectures was a cell phone and a few dry erase whiteboards, which was the cheapest, quickest, easiest, and likely the most engaging way of creating that self-paced content. But almost every one of them pushed back and said that they needed to get a grant to pay for a professional video studio, grad students to run it, and course buyouts so they had the time to plan, record, and edit the videos. This is certainly one way to do it, albeit an extremely expensive, complicated, and time-consuming way, especially since the research suggested that informal videos recorded using a cell phone and whiteboards were many times more effective than professionally produced videos. It's a similar kind of story here, isn't it? The reason cited for challenging college students to create a children's book is that you don't really understand something until you can teach it to someone else. Having students work in a group to create one children's book on one topic, one time at the end of the semester, is certainly a way to do it. Another way is to have students or student groups teach every lesson throughout the semester. And this is totally doable. At the end of every class, the instructor can ask the students to design a concise version of the lessons learned that day, and then record themselves teaching it back, using cell phones and whiteboards. The students can then post their video lessons for review and assessment. If teaching is the most powerful form of learning, then we can challenge students to do it every day, to close out every lesson.